Have you ever wondered why some people are rich and so many are poor? Today, we're exploring a powerful story of the 10 Minas from the Bible that Jesus told to answer this very question. You'll understand why the rich get rich and the poor stay poor. Stay tuned. This story is found in the Gospel of Luke, chapter 19, where Jesus shares a parable to illustrate an important lesson about handling money and using what we have wisely. Once upon a time, there was a nobleman who needed to travel to a distant country to be crowned king. Before he left, he gathered 10 of his servants and gave each of them a mina, a significant amount of money. He instructed each servant to invest the mina and put the money to work until he returned. As the nobleman set off for his journey, the people he was to rule opposed him so strongly that they sent a delegation to say, "We don't want this man as our king." Despite their resistance, the nobleman's destiny was sealed. He was indeed appointed king and eventually made his way back home. After his return, the nobleman immediately called his servants to see how they had managed the minas he had entrusted to them. The first servant approached with pride and excitement, reporting that his mina had earned 10 more. The nobleman was thrilled and praised him for his faithfulness, granting him authority over 10 cities. The second servant then stepped forward and reported that his mina had earned 5 more. The nobleman responded with equal satisfaction and granted him authority over 5 cities. But then the third servant arrived, looking uneasy. He handed back the original mina, explaining that he had kept it hidden because he was afraid of the nobleman. The servant described him as a harsh man who reaps what he did not sow. The nobleman was displeased. He challenged the servant, questioning why he hadn't at least put the money in the bank to earn some interest. The nobleman then turned and ordered his men to take the mina away from the third servant and give it to the one who had 10 minas. The observers protested, pointing out that the one with 10 minas already had plenty. But the nobleman said, "To everyone who has, more will be given, but from the one who has nothing, even what they have will be taken away." Finally, the nobleman turned to those who had opposed him and didn't want him as their king. He ordered, "Bring them here and execute them in front of me." This story from the Bible, told by Jesus, is more than just a tale about a nobleman and his servants. It carries a profound lesson about how we use the resources and opportunities given to us. In the parable, the nobleman represents Jesus or God, who gives each of us gifts, talents, and opportunities. Everyone is given something of same value, symbolized by the minas. The first 2 servants, who took the risk by investing their minas and made a profit, were rewarded. This teaches us that being responsible and diligent with what we're given leads to greater opportunities and rewards. The third servant, however, chose to do nothing with his mina out of fear. He hid it away instead of using it to its full potential. His lack of initiative and trust led to missed opportunities and consequences. This shows that avoiding responsibility or failing to use what we are given can result in losing even what we have. This story explains why some people become rich and others remain poor.